All right, girls are doing fine. I mean, their water's frozen solid, but other than that, they're doing fine. I'm gonna take y'all down here. So, this is actually not where the ones that we just brought over from where we were. They're in here for right now because part of this like you can see me pointing behind the phone. Part of this enclosure was really easy. Lisa made a quick gate, put it up, and we have an area for them that's secure. So that's why they're in there right now. That's gonna get fixed up, obviously cleaned off. And there's another flock of birds up here that belong to Foxwire Farm, and they're gonna get moved up into here once I fix that up. So I'm working on my priority list. The horses over there. And so a little bit more about what we're doing out here. The owners basically want us to run their farm for them. So we can do pretty much whatever we want. Miss Laura, who is one of the owners, Laura and John. Miss Laura is queen of the alpacas, and she is the queen of the farm. And the alpacas are, their thing. So that takes that alpacas and Miss Laura take priority over everything else. But other than that, we have the rest of the farm to do whatever we want with. So Lisa and I we were floored. Lisa's, well, maybe some of y'all don't know how Lisa is, but Lisa's like, yeah, I was not surprised one bit. Yeah. And that's how she is, right? She expects stuff like this. Me, I'm floored, right? I'm stressed all week. I'm barely sleeping, because I'm thinking about different things. I'm like, oh my goodness. So, did I tell you all it's like 11 degrees? What's that say? 12. Oh, we're up to 12 degrees. It's cold out. This is Virginia. Okay, Virginia's not supposed to be 12 degrees. That's why I'm in the truck right now. I'm driving y'all around in the truck. So we got another flock down here, and they live in this house. So this is going to be my brooder house. It's not set up for brooding chickens just yet, but it's going to be. It's not going to take a lot either to get it going. So that's the plan, is to make that the brooder house, and then move that flock up to where we were just at on the top of the hill. So. But yeah, I don't know what to say, other than this is an amazing blessing. I mean, you talk about just blessed beyond measure. It is literally a dream come true. It is literally a dream come true. When we decided to get into farming, must have been last August. It was before Brandon's wedding, because I called Brandon. I talked to him about farming before he was married. So it might have been August, mid to late August, maybe mid-August. And when we decided to get into farming, one of the reasons for me, because we had talked about it, and Lisa was to the point where the point in life where she kind of was like, you know what, I'm ready. I'm ready to get away from the city. I'm ready to not always be plugged in. And if y'all watch my dang Facebook video, I'm not always plugged in. You're lucky you can get YouTube videos out of me. But the thing for me was, is this something I want to pursue? And kind of wrestling with that and thinking about it, the farm has always been the dream, right? Whenever I thought about, hey, what do I want to do? Where do I see myself? It's always been on a farm. Always. Whether we're talking about hunting or raising animals or raising crops, it's always, if I won the lottery, what would I do? I'd buy a farm. Every single time. Hey, if we won, Mega Millions is $500 million. Hold on, I'll get back to y'all on that. Just to show you one more thing. So we got some pigs over here, a couple pot bellies, which are old, and they're old. Okay, so they're in the shelter. So this obviously needs some help, but they used to raise pigs here, and this is where they did it. So this needs some help. And these pens, they're obviously all connected with gates, but they go around, and you can birth piglets in there. That's what that building is for. So if you're going to breed pigs, we have a building to do that, or we can use it for whatever we want, of course. It is not on, that building is not on the grid. There is a generator in that little shelter right there that is plumbed into this fuel tank. So obviously with 500 gallons, that generator will just run for quite a while. So if you're in that spot where, hey, mamas are getting ready to have piglets, and they need to be in there, crank up the generator and get the climate control going in there for the piglets themselves. So we have that facility available to us. These pens run all the way around over to here, and there's a break, and then there's more pens. So but like I was saying, get to that point to, hey, if I won this $500 million lottery, what would I do? And it was always easy for me. I'd buy a farm, right? I don't know what I would do with the rest of the money, but I would buy a farm. So John and Laura have pretty much made my dream come true. And while we don't own the farm yet, that is the end goal we're working towards. So it's the end goal for Lisa and I, and it's the end goal for John and Laura. So John and Laura do not have any children. I think they said they've been married 20 years, which means that they married later in life. I don't know if they were, obviously I haven't had a lot of personal in-depth conversations with either one of them to find out, hey, what were you doing when you were, in your 20s or 30s or whatever. But regardless, they don't have any kids. So John approached me. He's like, look, I don't have anybody to leave this farm to. He's like, when we're not here anymore, yeah, it'll get sold and the money will go to a charity or whatever. He said, but then it's just going to get bulldozed. It will literally just get bulldozed, subdivided, and there'll be cul-de-sacs in here or whatever. So, and that is not what they wanted. They wanted the land to continue to be farmed. So that's what Lisa and I are doing. And like I said, literally a dream come true. I was out here last weekend. I think I made a video. I did the tour last week. I did the tour video last weekend. Well, I should probably say, hey, it's Sunday. So it's about a week later. But last weekend I was out here. It snowed this weekend and last weekend. So last weekend it snowed. I don't know if it was 12 degrees last weekend, but it was in the 20s anyway. So I was out here because I was like, you know what, let me make sure I want to do this before I tell John that, yeah, I do want to do it. And I had a blast. So today, I don't know what I'm going to do. To be honest, guys, I don't know what I'm doing yet today, other than talking to you. So, and this is not really good content. I mean, you guys like, okay, I got the point. Why are you still talking to us? So let me turn y'all off. Let me get things going here. I definitely got to fire some equipment up. It is 12 degrees outside. So let me get some stuff going, and we'll see what kind of trouble I can get in today. All right, I'll catch y'all in a little bit.